Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham News and Update show and kind of a double preview show for tomorrow. We are taking on Reading at the STōK Cae Ras at the racecourse ground, and it's an exciting day. It's a Friday night show. Got a bonus show for today. Yes, that is great. I almost ended the stream right there. Yes, we got a bonus show. This morning we are on with James from Reading FC Football Away Days, which was great. Had a great chat about him. Learned a lot about Reading. Learned a lot about what we're gonna dive in tomorrow, which was great. And he also was very informative of what he knew about the league, about Reading, and about Wrexham, of course. So I thought it was great, and it's good to have other perspectives on, so we can build this out. As you know, we're going to do more EFL stuff, and we'll be having James on, so we're very grateful to have him on. But today we got a bonus show. It is a royal test tomorrow. Wrexham News and Update show. Yes. Nick Donald's already screwing up. Got an autocorrect there. Nicky D, what's going on, brother? Thirsty? There you go. Are you thirsty? Marie from STōK Cae Ras in the house says hi. Good to see you. So no, this is great. It's fun. And then Nick's Drudos or whatever says, damn it, he's all pissed off that someone got in here first. But anyways, good to see you all. It's a Friday night special. I'm going to do something right here because it is Friday. It's Friday, actually. It's 2:45. What's going on here? 2:45. I'm gonna drop it in there right now. People want to come in and have their say. But we're gonna do a quick news and update show, which is fun. Talk about Parkinson. Yeah, listen, Parkinson played about 400 games for them, 92 to 2003. Had his say, had a little bit of an interview, and we're going to talk about that. And I put Macca on there, and because if they're talking about the Calvin number 9 guy going after Macca, taking him on, I think he looks like a good player to me. But I'm going to say there's going to be some shithousery, and not count the old dog out. Sometimes it's don't condone violence, but it's always like. You can never beat up your dad. It's one of those things. Macca's about 400 years old. He's 37. He's 34 or 35 now. I'm 44. But it's one of those things. Like bring on the youngsters. And I really feel like Reading do have a good side. I think they're gonna have a good season. And I think tomorrow's going to come down to a lot of different factors, which you can talk about. And I feel like we have our strengths, and it sounds like they have their strengths as well. Everyone's going to go in and they're going to pick their corner, and that's how it always does. They're going to be blue. We're going to be red. We're going to go at it. It's going to be a good battle. This is what we want for this season, and I'm so excited for it. Win, lose, or draw. We got to get behind this club, but very, very good. Also, too, thank everyone. Please thank Ken. Thank Ken for setting up that interview with James for Reading FC Football Away Days. He got up and he sorted that out. Ken is going to be going out of his way to set up more of those interviews to other clubs as we go through the season, as we build out the channel this year, because the Local Pundit is here for you, and this is where you come for all the news for Wrexham and for the EFL League One as well. So awesome! All right, let's dive into this. Christine says hello, all from Boston today. Hey, Christine, how are you? Good to see you. And a lot of fighting over first. There you go. And Bruce says, smash the like button. Yes, please smash the like button. Subscribe if you want. Ken's just diving into the show. Doesn't even give a crap. He doesn't even care. Doesn't even care. What is he even invited? He's not even invited. Sitting in the back room there. You're not even invited. What are you doing, you son of a bitch? How are you? I give him accolades and he comes in and just dives into the show. You're like,
I got control here. I'm gonna.
How are you? Good to see you.
Yeah, great interview. Good interview with James. Well done.
Yeah, and welcome everyone. Thank Ken there for sorting that out. He's an absolute ledge. He might look like he's not going to pass the dickhead rule, but he does. He does pass it. Yeah, this is great. So well done.
It's really cool. It was really I watched it when I woke up because it was 3:30 in the morning for me. I'm like, Josh can do these interviews.
No, you woke up for your sixth piss. You woke up for your sixth piss. That's what you did.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And it's really interesting to hear. I watched his channel and watched his review, like his preview of the game, and as all fans are, very bullish that he thinks that his team will win.
Yeah,
and bring it on. Come on down to the racecourse and have a crack.
Yeah.
Interesting to see how, he's a player that's going to play. Well, if McLean marks that young guy, that's quick. I'm up for that. I don't want Rev on him. I want McLean on him.
Yeah, I want to see it. I think I will. I want to go out. What's the beer bet drink responsibly. A yellow card within the first 30 minutes.
The liquid death bet. It will happen within I would say 10, not 30.
Oh, you think I think he's going to go in on him real heavy early. I said it to James. And by the way, what a great guy, great sport, awesome. We're definitely going to have him on. But I think it's a 10-minute, like letting him know, like, hey, sorry, what's going on? How are you? Nice, welcome to the club. I love it. Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. McLean knows how to compete against a good player. He will come in hard. And interestingly enough, we just don't have the strike power that we'd hope to have right now. But playing at home is worth a goal and a half.
Sorry,
look at go and sneeze. Go on, try.
Oh, it stopped. It stopped. It stopped. There you go. Yes. Sorry. Yes. Oh, my days. Welsh Techie says, boom. How are you? Good to see you, Welsh Techie. Welcome. Yeah, we don't have the strike power yet, but, I think we have other attributes that we don't even know about yet. I think this team's going to grow into it. I love the fact that, like, I want the other guys, guys and gals that support are the teams. If they came in like, oh, we're gonna roll over to Wrexham, no, bring it at it. When we are a battling club, we're gonna make sure this happens tomorrow. But it's gonna be a battle tomorrow. And Carol in HR says hello, Carol, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. What else did you make?
Will I am saying I'll be the first streak on the show. That will shut this channel down.
Right down. It'll
be over.
Yeah, it'll be all in. It's over. Yeah, just get the hang of it. Yeah.
Ugly.
Bet352 says King Ken. Yeah, King Ken is in the house. Before we go moving into the talk about Parkinson, he had an interview this afternoon. I don't know if anyone saw. What else did you make? From this is your 7-day window warning. No, 7.5. Well, we're talking about the closing of the window. Yeah, that's right. What else did you make? What James talked about his tide and about his lineup and what we think we can do.
Well, it was interesting to see because he was looking at stats and how we don't hold a lot of possession, but he expects us to hold more possession than Reading.
Yep.
And we're transitioning into that against weaker teams. We're willing to hold possession more against a weaker team, but Reading's not a weaker team.
No, they're a good side. They're a good side.
They're a quality side. So I think this could be very interesting. I think they're going to be feeling each other out for the first 10, 20 minutes.
Yep.
And I think that, it will be interesting to see, and James mentioned like an early goal makes all the difference one way or the other. And I mean, we definitely don't want to see an early goal go down against us, and they definitely wouldn't want to see one go down against them. And that's why I think it'll be a little bit standoffish for a little bit and not a lot of very strong attacks. I think it'll be short little probes, getting the ball out of defence as quickly as you can, the hoof ball. And, but it'll be interesting to see which midfield gains the ascendancy because I think that's going to be the key to victory.
Yeah, I think so too. He talked about his midfield, talked about having space. And if you haven't watched his preview, he did a really great preview on his show as well. Please go check that out. Like a really solid guy, James.
Reading away?
Reading away days. Reading away
days, is his channel. So check it out. Really good when, to watch it now. And, if you like it, subscribe and do all those things. And, then any of those fans coming over, if they're interested in what we're doing over here, feel free to do the same.
Happy days, right? Happy days. I think the midfield will be open up. I don't know. I have a sneaky suspicion that he might be starting Rathbone tomorrow. I don't know. I'd like to see Rathbone. I think I would drop Andy Cannon and I'd start Rathbone. I want to see what he's got. Him, Dobson, and I think a Big L might be a good midfield tomorrow. I don't know, but good.
Parky just asked me to say to you, stop giving away the secrets.
Really? Hold on.
Yeah.
Called him first. Damn it. My phone was on silent. There you go. I think I'd like to see that happen. What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, Rathbone's a quality player, and we have quality players now deep. Like our second 11 that played against Sheffield United, that is a championship level team, put on a good showing, even though we lost 4-2. Every single one of those players I thought could play in our first team. And that's probably the difference. Like God forbid for Reading they get 2 injuries in the first half. Like he sort of mentioned, their whole bench was 16 to 19-year-olds.
Yeah, because they're under an embargo, so they're not going to be able to make a move. Yeah.
Not allowed to buy any players. Are paying their wages. He's saying their wages are like maximum $3,000 to $5,000 a week, which is, a lot of people would love $3,000 to $5,000 a week, but in football terms, that's not a lot of money.
No, it's not a lot of money too. But they are an established side. They were in the Prem. They're in the championship. They're a team that, like everyone knows, just outside of London, got players coming in from outside of the London clubs, Arsenal, Chelsea. You mentioned some of the midfielders there too. And we got the factor tomorrow too. It's going to be. Listen. And Parkinson, I'm going to bring this up too in a minute here. He had a great interview talking to the club, and he was saying about how going back there, he wants to win tomorrow. Actually, I'll get to this in a bit because we're having a good conversation. Fuck that.
I got an interesting point.
This first ever. Oh wait, breaking news! Breaking news! Interesting point from Ken. Here we go.
Sorry, Banks. Well, he was. James was very bullish about Reading's chances, and that's totally understandable. Like, they've been coming down from higher leagues, and so they've been playing against all these really top quality sides.
Yeah.
And 2 years ago, we're in the National League, and so they sort of think, well, who's Wrexham? They weren't even in the league 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But what that really shows me is obviously we've come up, but all the teams that have come up are still undefeated this season. And that shows me how close all these leagues actually are.
Yeah, it's a battle. I totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree. The other thing is too, listen. It's not a happy clapper, but it's like momentum is a big thing. Coming down and then like turning the bus back around to go back up, different story. You know what I mean? Yes, Birmingham, which they drew 1-1. Underestimate. There you go. Well, underestimate us at your peril. Exactly, for sure. I think that makes a lot of sense too. But it's like we have the momentum going there too. You know what I mean? In regards to us moving forward, core team and everything, signing these good players, I think we're going to grow into this league. I think we said that before too. A couple things going on here. I want to get to the chat. History repeating itself like last year. Parky, Sean just cannot sign strikers. I predict we panic by a free agent at the window. I think we got something planned, Carol. That's just me. He's talking about Mo Fall, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Bruce and Drew says, how you doing, Drew? By the way, all these local pundit members, thank you all very much. It does help out the channel. Hope you're right, Josh. Hate to see Cannon in there, but Rathbone would be nice to see. I would like to see that too. James
thinks Reading can win. I honestly think we can sneak a victory here. We're at home. I think we can win 2-1, something like that. There'll only be a goal in it. If it's any more than that, it's a blowout, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So I just think that it's going to be one of those games that is going to be fantastic to watch and, bring it on.
Yeah. I think it's going to be like an exciting 2-1 either way. That's what I think. You know what I mean? Like end-to-end 2-1. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I think. I actually think, I don't know if this is true, and Techie, you might just scathe me in there. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Mullen on the bench tomorrow.
Maybe, and let's face it. If he's on the pitch training now, on the training paddock, and they think he can do 15 minutes no hassles, then why not have him on the bench?
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes. Okay, so if you had 15 minutes to go and it's 1-1 and you want to press for the win, and you wanted to bring on Sam Dolby or Paul Mullen, who do you turn?
Sorry.
Who do you turn to?
My water just caught me up. I'm bringing on you. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Okay, so we just lost.
We just lost. Exactly.
I'll tell you what I can promise: if you bring on me, definitely another yellow card.
Yeah. Boss Jackie says, first outing for the local pundit cap at the STōK Cae Ras. Get them. Yes, we just ordered another 25, a batch of 25 of these. Get them out. Come on, let's go. Get them out there. Get them out there. Thank you, Welsh Techie.
Welsh Techie, get a photo if or even, get it out there.
Shameless marketing. Yeah, shameless. Also, Welsh Techie just put out his podcast. I think it came out yesterday, Eat More Chips. So go on and check that out as well. Hasn't invited me on yet. Has invited you on. What the fuck? Why is he invited?
I watched his video of the away game to Bolton.
Yeah.
That was so cool. I'll tell you, he's a bit younger than you and I, and that's totally fine. But
Welsh Techie?
Oh, not Welsh. Oh, sorry, Welsh Techie. I was thinking of Tommy.
Tommy. Yeah. No, Welsh Techie hasn't invited us on yet, which is
no. Welsh Techie has not invited us on yet, and I think his first guest should definitely be you, Josh.
I doubt it. Who wants to talk to me?
Hey.
Marie from STōK Cae Ras said, I thought they would have the new owner by Wednesday, but still not announced. Yes, they're going through some things, which is understandable. There you go. Paperwork stuff. Yeah, everyone knows about that. He had a good point, says Dan, that they had played together for a year and a half. All right, let's take that on.
He did, yeah. That's a very good point. Like, they're very settled, so they'll know each other's games inside out. But let's face it, we played very well against Bolton away. Mm-hmm. We beat Wickham at home, and I thought we put in a strong showing with only one player in this starting team against Sheffield was McLean. Everybody else isn't even in this team.
Yeah.
There's the depth of Wrexham now.
Well, we have depth. I think we're growing into it too. I'm going to talk about that too. Bruce says Rathbone needs to be a midfielder that drops deep and can come forward, not one posted forward. Rathbone plus Dabo, Peaky Blinders, are more like the base of the triangle with Lee at the tip of the spear. Okay.
Yep. That's a fair comment.
It's a very fair comment.
Well, there's a man that knows his football.
Yeah, exactly. Well, unlike us, we just talk shit.
Yeah.
And he's
just here for the looks.
You are literally here for the look and the upshot. So like you have the power upshot there. Saving it for our 100th episode. I'm holding to that. Welsh Techie for sure. 100%. Okay. And also watch the Men in Blazers this weekly carefully. I'm behind Tommy and caught singing my head off. Oh, after I get off, I'm going to watch it too. I've not watched that yet.
Techie just putting it out there.
Yeah, pipping it out there.
Actually, if you go watch the Men in Blazers away game thing with Tommy, and they're all on the bus, and that's really cool, getting insight into the fans over there, getting to go to the away games, and Tommy turning up, and they go and have lunch at a pub. He has a classic Sunday roast. Holy moly. He literally gets a plate, and it's just piled on like this, and the gravy's just smothered everywhere. He's like, yep, there was a heart attack waiting to happen.
Honestly, Tommy's a great guy. He's going to be out. He's going to come on throughout the season, which is great. And they do a great thing on This Week in Wrexham, and we all live through it. All right, let's get to some of Parkinson's interview here. I'll read through it, and you can tell me to shut up at some point. So Parkinson had a little bit of conversation before the game as we place tomorrow. As you can see, a Royal test. Yes, the Royals. I try to play on words. I'm not that clever, but I try to be. Ahead of our fixtures tomorrow at the STōK Cae Ras, Reading and Sky Bet League One action. We caught up with manager Phil Parkinson, discussed the visit of his former side, both as a player and a manager. Parkinson said, and I quote, "Preparations have gone well. It's been a decent week. The lads who played against Bolton had Monday off, and then the group came in on Tuesday. We had a reserve game against Stoke City 3-2. So that Stoke game was important." Because he talks about right now, Parkinson explained it was very good because it was very pleased. We had a very aspect of the game, and the youngsters acquitted themselves very well. The Central League is important for our young players because there needs to be some development for the under-18s. Mendy, Waters, Anthony Ford, and Jake Bickerstaff all were great. It was a good day, which they have been followed up with a good week of training. So on that bombshell, Bickerstaff scored a hat trick on that. Mendy got out and played 65 minutes. But what do you think that means in the preparations? Because we know we have 7 days left of this transfer window. Taking that on, people want to call him for Mendy to be on the bench. Too early for me. Thoughts say you.
Okay, so there's two sides or three sides to those practice games. Your players have got to get minutes to stay in form.
Yep.
Because training's not enough. You have to play.
Yep.
So that's one thing, just for your squad. Secondly, the conspiracy theorist in me says, okay, we're going to run this training game because we've got other clubs that want to have a look at our players.
Well done.
To be loaned out.
There's a box. And you're thinking outside of it. That's what happens right there.
Yeah. And then there's also the fact that, okay, Parky's going, well, we're not dynamic enough in attack. So thinking just internally, we're not dynamic enough in attack. Guys, let's go out. I want you to play this formation. I want to see these players doing things that, we don't normally do, like playing a triangle, Bickers up front, got good good supply from Dalby, Ashfield. That's what I've heard in this game. I haven't seen it, so I can't say with any authority. But from what I've read, that's what has been said. And, obviously gave up 2 goals. So defence probably not quite as strong as – but again, also these practice games, they don't play as hard. Like, they're not going to go in hard on the tackles like they do in a proper match, because it just doesn't mean as much. You don't want to get injured.
Yeah, fitness for sure. Definitely get fitness for sure. But I like the fact that we're doing that. It goes on to say, get a little bit through here too. Parkinson played. It was really pleased with every aspect of the game. The youngsters, okay, I read that fucking part. The senior players who play. Moving on to tomorrow's opposition, the Royals. Parkinson admitted that it would be another tough test. Again, a Royal. I was going to write something else. I try not to, be salacious in the titles, but as you know. But I try to say it. Moving on to tomorrow, another tough test, says Parkinson, almost a week after his side battled against last season's playoff finalist Bolton Wanderers. He said, Reading are quite a powerful team with a decent mixture. Their play can be direct, and they will look to go forwards early. They have had a good start. They've been a club who have made some been through some difficulties with a potential takeover, but they have been able to maintain the core of their squad from last year. It's a great game for us, and it will be another benchmark fixture. Thoughts on you?
Okay, I think it will be a benchmark fixture. Just remember, at the start of the season, we looked at our draw and went, holy dooly, the first 5-6 games are tough.
August. Literally
and
August.
We're in it. We're in it. This is the third game of the season.
Yep.
And, we've had a win and a draw. Fantastic. This is a home game. You want to win your home games. So, as much as a draw is okay, I really want to win.
I want the dub. I want the 3 points. I want the 3 points.
Yep. 3 points. Yep. Keep the momentum going. Win at home, draw away, and you're in the playoffs minimum.
Yeah, happy days right there. I agree with that. He's really balanced in his thought right here. Goofy Splat says Bickerstaff to replace Dalby on the bench. Let's have a talk about that in a minute here. And Marie from SoCal, how you doing, Marie? Love that video of the Bolton steward enjoying the Wrexham fans singing. There you go. Okay. After 2 matches on the road, it'll be welcome to return home for the comforts of the Red Dragon, who will be looking to build on their opening day victory against Wycombe Wanderers. Parkinson went on to say, it's always good to be back at home. The lads enjoyed the experience against Bolton on Sunday, and I've learned from it. A lot of good quality was shown on the day. We're looking to improve from that performance and keep our start going. Everybody is ready and raring to go. There you go. And then we'll talk about that. I agree. Platitudes there, ready to go. He goes on to say, I played for Reading 11 years. I've got a lot of people coming to the game, and I'm looking forward to that because the focus is purely on our team putting a good performance in tomorrow. I've had some great times at Reading. They've had slightly troubled times over the last couple of years, and it needs to get back to an even keel. So he's obviously has some heart, some feelings about Reading. Obviously, he managed it. Bolton did well there too. But I think we're going to come across this Reading, Bolton, just in the first month here. Like, Parkinson has been in this league for God knows how long. He knows the league well. I think this is something we need to lean on as a club, and I think that behind the scenes, it's more of a comforting thing to him. Like, okay, I know what's going on here in certain ways. I don't know.
Every little percentage helps, and the players will be like, Parky played for Reading for 11 years. Was a player for them. This will be like, the guys in the locker room, do it for the gaffer type mentality, and so I think there'll be just a little bit in this game. I think there's going to be a little bit of feeling.
Mm-hmm. There's going to be, it's a feelings game for sure. I would go, listen, we're at home. They're coming to the STōK, and we should be on the front foot. I think we should go for it, and I think we should put them on. I think we should put them at their mercy. If I'm Macca, you're right. I'm going at Macca. If that's their guy right there, bang, get in him. Get your first header. Make sure you get your first header. Get a strong tackle in. You know what I mean? We got players on the bench that can go and do our thing. We got Scarsy on the bench. We got Dobbs, whatever. I think we got to go in and show our might. Listen, we're going to grow into it, but I think we need to go out and say, this is our home. We're here. We're not here to make up the numbers, and all that stuff. Leave it on the sidelines. We're here to party.
We're here to go up. There's no doubt about that. This is our mentality. And if Macca's not willing to go in hard, which I'm not saying he's not, because he absolutely is. If he doesn't do it in the first 5 minutes, look out. Here comes Dobson.
Yeah, Dabo. Dabo's going to be right in there too. Last quote here from Parkinson before the match. Wrexham supporters have been through the same turmoil over the years. They know what it's like, and we will all sympathize. Come tomorrow at 3 p.m. though, it's going to be real tough. It's going to be a real tough game, and one I feel we are well prepared for. He's confident. He's ready to go. Parkinson is ready to go. And look at that guy right there, ready to go. Look at that handsome face, ready to go.
You know what I loved about this was do you remember go all the way back to last season's Rex Coast tour? Yeah. And it was too close to the start of the season, and we paid the price.
Yeah, we did do.
Now, he sat down, obviously, through last season and went, we cannot do that again next year. They planned for it better. Rex Coast tour was awesome, back in time. Had back in plenty of time to still have another practice match at home before the start of the season, and compare the difference between our start in League Two and now we're up in League One and our start's better.
Yep.
Then that again just shows me how close these two leagues are.
Yep, 100%.
And just remember, Stockport, Crawley, Mansfield, Wrexham, undefeated.
Yep,
in League One in the first two rounds.
Yep, and that's not to say that this is not going to be a difficult season. It's going to be an incredibly tough season. Fair enough.
The rocks in the road are coming.
Yeah. Yep.
They're coming. Like for every team, not just us. Every team.
Yeah. Every team. It's going to be this is a battle. Leeds today, battle back and beat Sheffield Wednesday, 2-0, which was a great game. But I know it's a championship, but it's all kind of the same. Like, go ahead.
I understand, Josh. You got to watch that because next year.
Yeah,
that's where we're going to be
next year. As next year, we're going to keep an eye on these things. Dan James, all that shit.
We're already planning for 2025, 2026 here on the local pundit.
I know we're playing in advance. All the good stuff too. All the good stuff. Jose Rojas says we got to go for the win. Exactly. Keep the momentum. I think we should go for it too. I'm wondering if we're going to play in the counterattack, or if we're going to go on the front foot. I don't know, because apparently they want to play on the front foot too. Listen. They're coming to our house tomorrow. I want to go like Bolton did to us and go out there on the front foot tomorrow and punch them in the mouth first. I'd like to see that happen.
I agree with that totally. But just quickly on a side note,
go on.
With that picture, is Jose the coolest looking dude in our chat?
He is. He's up there. I don't know if that's a mask on his chin. I'm not sure, but he definitely. That's a
COVID mask underneath. But
it's a COVID mask.
Besides that,
but
he's got some swag.
Yeah, he got swag. Jose, you got to come on, man. You got to come on and say, hey, what's up? Again, I did drop it in early. It is a Friday night show because we're doing it tonight. And I like I said, we want to get more. I mean, Ken's great, but it's like, who wants to listen to me and Ken talk about it?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, on that, hey, look at that. There's my mum. Hey, Mum. You're on YouTube.
Hey now. Hi.
It's all good.
Okay.
How are you?
She's out. She's out.
The boss is in. I love it.
She's come on in. She wanted to check things out.
Yeah.
She's working away.
She's like, what are you doing on YouTube? You and your video games. Go to work.
She's like, no. She's like, who's there? Who's there? Who is it? Where are you from?
Yeah.
And then it's like, now she's going to be on the whole. Oh, she's out there for the world. There's going to be a meme.
It's going to be mean. Stacey says, boss lady. Are you doing, Stacey? Good to see you. How are you? Good to see you.
Welsh techie too.
Is that what she said? I missed it. Did she say that?
2 sugars, please. Quite ironically, actually, I am going to wrap myself up now anyway because I've got to go to work.
Work? What is that? I have no idea.
It's a Saturday, man, and I'm going to work.
Oh, you go to work. It's a Saturday?
Saturday in Australia, real estate agent.
Here you go. You got to do your thing. All right. Are you coming on the show tomorrow or no?
Oh, yeah. I am. Yep. Watch along. Bring it.
Bring it. All right. Let's go.
All
right.
Let's have
nice.
Guys,
everyone.
I thought I'd just duck in, say great work with James on the preview. 18 holes of work. That's this afternoon, Welsh Techie.
Yeah.
This afternoon, I'm in the middle of my club championships of 4 rounds, 4 Saturdays.
Oh, really? How you shooting so far?
I am 3 shots off the lead with 2 rounds to go.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
You got to send
Yeah.
pictures to the Discord. Yeah.
We'll do a club champ update.
Yeah. Let's do it.
In the watch along. I'll give you a quick update at halftime in the watch along.
Okay. Hit him straight, my guy. All right.
Okay, guys. Well, good show. We're going to do a recording with James because our time of day for the Monday for That's a Wrap is no good for him, and he's got a young baby. But like Ben, we'll do a recording, and stay tuned because there's more of these little cameos to come.
Yeah, because that's a wrap, my guy. That is a wrap. I love it. That's awesome. All right, brother.
On that bombshell.
Later. See you soon. He's out. All right. Ken's coming in, doing his thing. He's got to go play golf. I mean, work, whatever. Yeah, whatever he wants to call it. 2 sugars, please. 18 holes of work on a Saturday. Yeah, Saturday is the big day for in down under for where they do the walkthroughs for the home. So he's got, apparently some of it has to work. You know, I want to work less, but it is what it is. Disciplinary, important man. There you go. How you doing, Stace? Hope you're well. Are you going to the match tomorrow? Let me know. How are we all? Jake the Snake Roberts is in the house. Oh, there we go. From the top rope. Awesome. How you doing, Jake? Awesome. Things are good tonight. Just having a quick Saturday getting in here. We're doing that. That's what she said down under. There you go. Stacey's on it tonight. Yeah, we had so we did that, talking about Parkinson. There he is. Just going back to a couple articles here. He said Parkinson is ready as a Reading legend, but all he wants is a win at Wrexham AFC. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to do that tomorrow. There he is right there. Stacey said, yeah, I'll be at the match. I'm good. Thanks. Good to see you. Good. Enjoy the match. And happy that you guys get to go. We're very jealous here. Very jealous. Let's see. There'll be no room for sentiment tomorrow as Phil Parkinson comes up against Reading at the racecourse tomorrow. More than 350 league appearances during his 11-year stint at center midfielder at the Royals, where he was captain, a promotion winner, and named player of the season for 2 consecutive years. The guy was a baller, says Parkinson. Okay. Parkinson says, I loved it at Reading. It was a great time there. The 56-year-old said, who also is a cult hero status after leading them to back-to-back promotions. It's rare now to stay at a club for so long. I was very fortunate to be part of the team with the transition from Elm Park to Majestic Stadium. Almost overnight, the club was transformed and the status went up a level in terms of infrastructure. Under Sir John Majestic, who was chairman in my time there, it was almost a club which we looked upon from afar. As far as the run for the club's sustainability, they never really enjoyed or overspent, said Sir John, but always backed the managers, and we were always competitive. Some great memories, and I'm in touch with a lot of lads who were in that era. So big game for him tomorrow going in there. So there's going to be a lot of feels, a lot of stuff, but I think tomorrow is about to be on the pitch, and I think that all this we're going to come across this a lot because, like I said, Parkinson has a lot of history with a lot of clubs in the EFL. Beat them this team, went up there, was played for, obviously didn't play for all the sides, but I feel like we're going to come up along this throughout the season. A lot of people it's a couple things. You can't love everything about everybody. I'm an 80% guy. If I like 80% about you, I'm good. Like, Parkinson, for example, I think he should sub earlier, maybe a different rotation sometimes too. Fine. Okay. But 80% of it, I like. I'm good with it. So I'm going to live with it. We got to get behind it. And I'm really going to lean on him because I think he is going to be our touch point for us to get through this season, which is going to be very, very competitive, as we heard earlier today. And going against Bolton last week, I believe that he's going to be one of our touch points to help us get through the season, through our new signings and his management skills. So I think that we need to lean on him. It's going to be a lot talked about Parkinson. Last year we had a lull, hoofball, all that shit. I think we haven't seen any hoofball, by the way. We haven't launched the ball up, off the back, off a boil, blah blah blah. We haven't done that. So we have the players to play the ball on the ground, get it out wide, get into the box. Tomorrow's a big test. Tomorrow is a royal test, as you know. So it's going to be exciting. Goofy Splat says, hoping to see Scar get some minutes. Me too, Goofy Splat. Me too. I think Scar's a baller, and Rathbone for that matter. Oh, shit, you got 10% to go then. Yeah, Stace, you got 10% to go. I mean, 80%. So you're at 70, which means you're passing. But can you advance? You know what I mean? We saw some, but nowhere near as much as last season. Meaning Scar. Oh, some advancements, says Jake the Snake. Absolutely. Bruce McFarling's in the house with a new thumbnail. I love that hat. I love that beard. That is good lettuce beard. I do not want Parky to play Fletcher early. I think he knows how many minutes Fletcher has available as a full speed game is given its day to play. Bruce, good shout right there. I think he knows that Fletcher's an impact player. That's my thought about that. But I think he knows he's an impact player. I would more see him probably playing Rathbone up front rather than probably Fletcher starting a game too. My thoughts right there. Hoofball, Jake talked about too. Last one here. We're gonna do that. Here we go. Talking about Owen O'Connell, and I said it right, Owen O'Connell. Anyway, smash a like, by the way, if you're not there, and share and subscribe if you're new to the local pundit. We are live every day, news and updates, live watch along. We produce the shows every single day. Producer Ann is the boss. I just work here for this community, so thank you all very much for coming in. Wrexham have a brilliant home record against under Phil Parkinson. Yes, Owen O'Connell. Wrexham have had a fantastic home record in recent years, but Owen O'Connell won't allow complacency to set in, especially now that the Reds are playing at a higher level. The racecourse has been a fortress under Phil Parkinson, with the Wrexham unbeaten in their own territory when clinching the National League in 22-23 season. Finished last season's second promotion in a row with the best home record in League Two. Our away home record STōK Cae Ras. There's already been a win in North Wales to celebrate this term in Wrexham, beating Wycombe Wanderers on a 3-2 opening. It says, okay, so the center half goes on to say, this is Owen O'Connell. When we play at home, the crowd is unreal for us, but we can't take that for granted, said the center half. Just because it's at home doesn't mean we just want to return up. So we need to keep on it and keep that home form going and make it a fortress like last season. Reading are another big club. I watched snippets of the games against Birmingham last week, and they looked really like a really good team. It will be another tough game, but we will be ready for it. So O'Connell, all right, so he's probably our second captain. I'm a big fan of O'Connell. I think he will start tomorrow. Talking about Scar, going back up to the quote to the message up top right there about Scar. I do think Scar should eventually probably get in this starting line as a defender. He really likes Stash. Something's going on with Evans. Not too sure what's going on there. He looked a little bit off the pace. He's a little bit out of favor. He's not starting games, but I like the fact that it's a long season. But the back line needs to hold up tomorrow. If they're saying they have athletes coming at us, he likes their midfield, says James. And this kid, Calvin, number 9, I will not even try to talk about his last name. But, O'Connell says we need to keep it a fortress and not rest on our laurels. I think it's laurels. I think it's a really, really important. So I'm sure we're going to be prepared tomorrow. I want to see how he sets up with the tactics. Are we going to go on the front foot, or are we going to sit and hit on the break? Let's see. I think Macca will start. I could possibly see Rev starting on the other side. I didn't ask anyone who they think their starting lineup will be tomorrow. Drop that in the chat. What's going to be the starting lineup? Love to hear what everyone thinks. Going on. Moving this. Here we go. Jose Rojas. Let's get this out here. Later, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning. Jose Rojas, you have a great Friday night, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Good to see you, brother. And I hope you're well. Okay. It'll be another tough game, but we will be ready for it, says O'Connell. We won't be getting ahead of ourselves, said O'Connell. And it's a decent start, but that's all it is, just a start. In the last 2 promotions, we never took any games for granted. And the size of the club in this league, we definitely won't. So sometimes when you look at games like this too, I would say, it's Chelsea versus Plymouth Argyle, for example. The badge, the history of the club. You always have to go out there and play the game. You can't play the badge. Now, we talk about Wrexham and Reading. Let's go play the game, not the badge, not what the history is. You know what I mean? You can't always go and say, oh, Real Madrid, and they're the best, and they have history. But you have to play the game. You have to play your individual battles. You have to win your individual battles. I played sports my entire life. And yes, when I was at UConn, okay, and we used to play against, Georgetown, St. John's, play Villanova, right? They're all big rivalries, but we went out there, we played the player, Yes, that's the school, okay? Even in the same thing, tomorrow. Wrexham are playing Reading. Reading are an established side in the championship, League One, have been in the Premier League. Go out and play the player. Go out and play the player against you. Don't play the badge or the club. One-on-one. It's me versus you. Let's go. And it's on the day that matters. And I think that Parkinson is such a great manager, for one. For two, we've recruited well. 3, I think behind the scenes, his management style to get us on the day, to focus on the day with all the other distractions going on with Deadpool, with Rob and Ryan and all the fanfare. It's about winning games, and the mentality is there. You hear it through the club. You hear it through the people that are coming through the door on any facet of the club, whether it be at the top level, the coaching staff, the supporting staff, everything, anyone that comes through the club, the players. They all have one focus. It's on the pitch to win games, to be behind each other. And I think that's the mentality we need to set forth going through. And I think that's what's bleeding through in every aspect of this football club. On that note, there we go. Moving on. O'Connell was pleased with the point at the Tough Sheet Community Stadium. Yes, we got a 1-1 draw. 0-0 draw against a very good Bolton side who will be there and thereabouts the entire season. As a solid defending, we kept Bolton at bay when the hosts had spells of pressure, while Wrexham also had chances in the second half. We could have nicked that one too. Goes on to say, O'Connell says, it's a very good point. Bolton are a very good team at this level. Over the years I've played in this league, it's definitely one of the toughest places to come. So point and a clean sheet is a real positive for us. If you didn't see Okonkwo's interview with BBC Wales, but I'm trying to get Okonkwo on the show. He said it was great. We're not setting our laurels too. We're going to push for promotion ourselves. I'm not setting back, but these are the little milestones we need to get after moving forward, which is very, very important. I'm going to pull this down here. Here comes to read for the rest of it here. He said he talked about we think we grew into the game, but coming away from the home in this league is very tough, and we are quite happy with the point. It goes on to say, everyone is pushing each other, and that's the way football is now. We have a big squad and need to be on a game, and we'll be out there and supporting our team. You feel the pressure, but it's a nice pressure. I don't think we're getting overwhelmed. And I think that's very, really important. So I like where we're at. It's going to be a royal test tomorrow. The Royals, obviously. It's going to be a great test of us tomorrow. And listen, they're no slouch. It's not going to be a pushover. I don't think we're getting over arrogant in certain ways, but I think we're confident in the team that we have, the team we were building, the team in the staff, in the club, everything that was happening. So go out there. Let's give it our best. And as we do every single time. Dan Moore says, hey, Josh, Wrexham had 4th best away from last year. Didn't seem like it, Dan Moore, but I agree with you. Yeah, it didn't seem that way. It still was enough for us to get us going. And Benjamin Elliott says, hope to see Rathbone start in the midfield. I hope so too, Benjamin Elliott. Then thanks for coming in, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I think you're new to the show, which is great. So, all right. So Friday night, it's 3:21 on the West Coast. We'll be up. Probably do a preview show tomorrow. Like we've been coming on about 30 minutes early, just to get everyone prepped in. I put it up there. We want to get people talking and do our thing. So it's exciting times moving forward. But tomorrow's going to be a big test. I hope we go out there. I know we're going to go out and put our best foot forward. I'd like to see Rathbone start tomorrow. That's one of the things I want to see Rathbone start tomorrow. Probably Ravon too, but we'll see. And my pick of the day, 10 minutes. I guarantee. And I could be totally wrong. I guarantee that Macca, if he's on the number 9, Calvin, he's a good player. Macca is going to go into him hard. Watch and let him know he's there. Got to let him know. Jake Roberts says, I really hope Wrexham can prove themselves tomorrow. Give the league a bit of a wake-up call. Wrexham are better than they think. I agree with that, but let's not get over our skis. Let's build into it. I'm totally up for that. But let's just maintain steady. Let's not jump out and go onto the dance floor and do like a breakdance move and hurt our back. You know what I mean? Let's go out. Let's just ease into it. But I want us to make a statement tomorrow. I want 3 points. So Jake, I agree with you. I want 3 points. Goofy Splat. My midfield would be Rathbone, Dobson, and Andy Buchanan. I'd go Big L over there, but that's a good shout. Goofy Splat. I may join tomorrow morning. All right. Drew's in the house. There we go. Drew wants to come in and say, hey, awesome. All right. Good night, good day. Go back and watch our interview earlier today. Not interview, our chat earlier today with James from Reading FC Away Days. Great guy. So we'll do that tomorrow live. Watch along tomorrow. Wrexham reaction, and then Monday night we do the That's a Wrap show. EFL That's a Wrap show. We're gonna kick that off. We're gonna do it throughout the season. It's gonna be our think of it as like we have a string. And then that's going to be some of the pearls we're going to put through the season, which is going to be great. So 2-0 says Drew does whatever. So smash a like, get involved, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Local pundits here every day. News and update. This is your spot for Wrexham. I think we are the largest Wrexham AFC dedicated channel in the United States, which is great. And it's thanks to all of you globally. Fun stuff. And I appreciate it. So missed the show. Damn it. Football player audit. Go back and watch it, brother. Go back and watch it. Good to see you in there. So see you tomorrow in the morning for Wrexham versus Reading. It's going to be a banger. And on that bombshell, I will see you all.